What is going down, guys? I am back with another Pokemon Showdown battle. Now, last night I was on Pokemon Showdown with my good buddy Tyler, aka Retro Mushroom, and after this battle was over, he really wanted me to upload this, so I uploaded it just for him. So I hope you all enjoy this match. Anyways, with that aside, looking at my opponent's team, it's really kind of just there. Nothing standing out too much. Like, the biggest star on this team would probably be Aggron, but it's just like, hey, that thing's gonna be withered down with entry hazards, and I can just kill it off with just about anything on my team. So, might as well just get right on with the battle then. So, I decided to lead off with my Moltres because Moltres can pretty much outspeed everything on his team and take out almost everything on his team. And he decides to lead off with his Rotom Cut. And I decided to go for a U-turn for some reason. I could have just gone straight for a Fire Blast and just killed that thing right off the bat, but I guess I just didn't want to play with chances of missing. So just decided to go for a U-turn and go into Sceptile because Sceptile can just go for like Swords Dance, Acrobatics. I was expecting this sword, or I was gonna go for Swords Dance if he wanted to stay and go for like Thunderbolt or something like that. But looking at his team, Rotom has the only potential to be Scarfed. So in comes the Tangrowth, and I decided just to go for the Acrobatics because this thing's probably just going to go for the Sleep Powder. And Sceptile, more or less, on this team has just been fodder for the most part, so decided to leave that in Sleep Water as I can get a safe switch into Crustle as he goes to the Hidden Power. Not going to do a whole lot. In fact, it's neutral, telling me that it is Hidden Power Fire, and he does miss his Sleep Powder, no, Leech Seed, as I get up my layer of rocks, and then he's just going to be switched out into Aggron as I set up layer of spikes. Now, the rock type move from this Aggron is extremely obvious as he does go for the head smash, so I'm just going to go to Hitmonchan because I do resist that. I know I can take it because I am a bulky kind of set, so I know I can take that and just scare him out with a Drain Punch. So that is exactly what I go for. I wasn't really too scared of the Dusknoir switching in because I could have just gone into Moltres, gone for Fire Blast, just because Moltres can pretty much switch in against anything on his team, barring the Lantern, well, almost anything on his team. But the main thing I can switch into is this Tangrowth right here, because since he has Hidden Power, HP Fire, and Giga Drain as his offensive moves, that means he can't do anything to Moltres. In fact, I resist both of his moves, obviously. So, right here, I'm going to go for the U-turn because him switching out is pretty obvious since he can't do anything to Moltres. So he goes to the Lantern, I do get the switch initiative, decide to go into ScHmeNdriC. I'm just going to go for Bolt Seed because no matter what he wants to switch into, it's going to take Enter Hazards damage plus the Bullet Seed. It's not going to like the Bullet Seed because it's Choice Banded Adamant. It's always going to hit 5 times to skilling shenanigans. But it goes to Tangrowth. Tangrowth actually eats that very nicely. Takes like 15% from that and recovers most of it off with leftovers. So I'm just going to switch out of there because I'm locked in Bullet Seed, can't do much. Once again, going to Moltres because Moltres is the #1 switch I have against this thing. Like, this whole time, this guy was playing, like, super basic. Like, this guy was just super generic. Like, I don't know. But, anyways, I'm just gonna go for a Fire Blast, because even if that Lantern wants to switch in, it's not gonna like it, because I think it's at, like, 60-ish%. So, from the hazards, and, like, I'm sure it could take a Fire Blast from that point, but it wouldn't like it, and it would be 2-hit KO'd on the switch in anyways. But now he brings it in. I decided to just go into Sceptile because he can't do anything to Sceptile. I resist both of his stabs. Plus, I mean, it gives me a chance to wake up, even though I don't know why I'd want to wake up. Since, like I said earlier, Sceptile is pretty much my fodder for this team, like an offensive fodder, if that makes any sense. So in comes the Tangrowth. I believe I just decided to switch back into Moltres because, like I said earlier, this guy is kind of not exactly predicting anything. So, like, if I were him, I would have doubled into Aggron right there, but he didn't. I just went into Moltres, and he just went for HP Fire. So, whatever. Now I'm just going to go for a Fire Blast because nothing on his team is going to like it. In fact, this Lantern is going to die because of the hazards. And then Fire Blast is going to take it out. So, Lantern's gone. It's really obviously favorable to me. In comes the Clefable. Now, this whole time he was playing, he was like, it kind of seemed like this Clefable was going to be an offensive set. But when I switched to Sceptile, he goes for the Stealth Rocks. So, like, I switched to Sceptile because I was expecting the Double Edge and just go into Sceptile's Death Fodder so I could get a safe switch into Hitmonchan and just go for Drain Punch or Rotom, go for Will-O-Wisp, whatever. But no, he's just a regular support kind of set with Rocks and Wish and Seismic Toss. shenanigans. So now right here, I really should have gone into Hitmonchan to spin away the rocks, because since Dusknoir is gone, he has no more spin blocker, and yeah. But instead, I decided to go into Crustle, set up another layer of spikes, and you know, that's cool because get up a second layer of spikes. That's all I'm gonna get up because my Crustle's dead now. So, anyways, now, once again, I should have gone for a Rapid Spin here, but I didn't. I just went for the Dragon Punch because I guess I just really wanted that Aggron dead, because at this point, the best thing I have to take on Aggron is my Hitmonchan, because it's my only Pokemon that has a super effective move against that thing. So, I don't know, but either way, I will be able to get the Rapid Spin off here as he goes for the Leech Seed. I didn't want to hard switch out right here because since I no longer have a Pokemon that's asleep, he is going to want to go for the Sleep Powder, predicting my switch into Moltres. Definitely don't want to go for or put my Moltres to sleep, because Moltres is the biggest threat on my team to him. In fact, Moltres is probably one of the biggest threats in RU in general, because so fast, so powerful, it's fast and furious, 7, 8, a billion, whatever move they're on right now. So, right now I'm just leaving Hitmonchan in either as sleep fodder or death fodder, leaving it as fodder just so I can get a safe switch into something else, preferably sleep fodder, because then I can just let this thing sleep, switch it out, just keep it to the side so that he can't put anything else to sleep. In fact, he ends up doing that, hits this sleep powder, so now I get a safe switch into my Moltres. And yeah, once again, like on his part, the switching to Moltres is pretty obvious, so I don't know why he didn't go into like Aggron or something like that, but even then, Aggron's not gonna like taking the Fire Blast from the health it's at. So, right here, he goes into Clefable as I go for a Fire Blast, and since he's a more support set, he's obviously going to take this really well, on top of the fact that he gets leftovers and Leaf Seed recovery, so I'm going to have to switch out of there because Fire Blast is doing absolutely nothing to this thing. So, decided to go to ScHmeNdriC because even if he wants to set up rocks or go for another Seismic Toss to try to kill off Moltres right off the bat, then it's like, okay, it's cool. I'm just gonna go to ScHmeNdriC and Tail Slap things, because even though Aggron 4 times resists, he's still not gonna like the hazards damage racking up. So yeah. But anyway, speaking of Aggron switching in, I predict that switch, go into Rotom as he does switch into Aggron. So now I could just go for the Will-O-Wisp, burn this thing, and then this thing is kind of not much of a threat anymore. Kind of, not except the fact that he does in fact one-shot me with a burned head smash. So I really want to say this thing's choice banded, but yeah, I'm gonna say it's choice banded. But I decided to go with some Moltres now because, you know, kind of same thing as before. Even if he does want to switch into Clefable, that thing's gonna get 2-hit KO'd on the switch in. There's a car alarm going on outside. Stop it! Ugh. Okay, there it goes. I don't want to narrate this game because I have to go for school, and I want to get this battle finished, recorded, narrated, uploaded before I go to school. So, I'm going to go for Tail Slap on this Clefable because he really has nothing that wants to switch into it. So, as he's just going to die to a Tail Slap, he wasted his wish there, in comes Rotom. And in fact, I'm just going to leave ScHmeNdriC in to die because the only other Pokemon on his team is his Tangrowth, and Tangrowth's not going to be taking a whole lot from any of my moves. So, decided to just leave ScHmeNdriC in so I can get a safe switch into Moltres. Just going to go for Fire Blast, take out the rest of his team, and that is good game. So, yeah, this battle was kind of just like there. It was like really generic on his part, just real vanilla, I guess. But yeah, I decided to upload it anyways because hey, it's content and might as well just have content, whether it be really good, preferably not really bad, but this wasn't really bad. But might as well have content weeks apart as opposed to months apart. So yeah, it's more content. That's what people are subscribed for. So hey, more content is happy content. So, anyways, with that stuff being said, thanks for watching, and peace.